hopefully they know what they're doing. But whether they do or not, his generation will be able to tell.
Yeah, 50 years. We've just counted tree out up there, Phil. We've just ringed a tree out, 50 years.
Have you?
Yeah. For 50 years it'll take for them to get back.
It's a shock, but it certainly put me off venturing up there until, you know, I sort of get my mind right as to how decimated it is. Because it's a shock, innit, to the system when you see it.
It is, definitely.
We were just discussing the fact that this has been down a year before they started taking out more. And they have had no effort whatsoever to try and replant.
No.
None at all.
No.
This chap here has been doing a film about all of this and pointed out if this brush catches fire in the summer, the whole woods are gone.
Yeah.
If they call themselves Sheffield Wildlife Trust, they'd be best getting something done about it.
And if you walk further up that piece, if you're going up track there, if you're going up to the right hand side on this main track, if you have a look on your right hand side, you can see where they've took that piece down, how it's affecting them trees there, because it's actually blowing them down now, not wind. Because there's no windbreak. There's no windbreak, so somebody's going to get, you know, if there's an high wind and people go walking through there, there's a liability of somebody going to get killed.
I don't know how they got the cheek to call themselves Sheffield Wildlife Trust.
Yeah.
I really don't. I'm a member.
Yeah.
I put my money in good faith that they would look after these woods.
Yeah.
Not that they were going to rape and pillage it.
No.
Old branches all over the place. Just strong.
Well, everyone's of the same opinion. Everyone's of the same opinion, yes. It's a disgrace, isn't it? I mean, this is not going to preserve the wildlife. Say Wildlife Trust, is it? It's a misnomer, that, isn't it? Yeah. Everyone we speak to now are of the same opinion. There's no one can see the sense in it. I understand that there are deer in the background there, but of course they'll go, won't they?
Yeah, move them on.
They'll move them on. So they'll be broken cover, and of course if there are any poachers about, that'll just give them carte blanche to do what they want. Well, I am limited to the bottom end here.
Yeah.
And I come every day, and I'm just absolutely appalled by it.
Yeah.
I understand to bring on the deciduous woods, you've got to fell a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think this is too fast and too far. I want to register my disgust about it all.
Nice one, mate.
Yeah. The thing is that. The thing is, as a walker, I would like to add that as a walker, I'm able to find my way around this wood, and there are plenty of, and in the past there have been plenty of nice, pleasant woodland walks.
Yeah.
As I say, now it seems as if it's open to cyclists. The horses have more access to it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it's this felling. I'm just absolutely disgusted.
Yeah. But what's the right to take it broadly for, just on there, that big lump?
They shouldn't be doing any of that. That's not. What's the point of taking it out to replant it? Unless the stock's no good.
Shouldn't be doing it, should they?
What they're telling
they're not mature trees, are they?
No.
Well, they're telling us at Workley our stock's no good. That's why they're doing it. The stock's no good. It's worth nothing. If it's worth nothing, why take it out?
Why take it out?
Roy Mosley must have commissioned Backtrack.org to do this, because I saw their van, and they put in these bumps here for quote unquote diverting the water, you know, for drainage. But the sign also said it was going to be a bridle way. Now, the clue is in the word bridle way. That means for horses. Those bumps are lethal to horses because the horses can't see them.
No.
And when a mountain biker comes screeching up behind a horse rider, he has no concept of how dangerous it is to the rider and to the horse.
Itself,
and if the horse bolts because it's been frightened, and which has happened, they hit one of these bumps with their legs, and it's like going into a curb on your car without shock absorbers.
So
Bang!
Just jaws it.
Just break the bottom of the car. It does the same with a horse's legs. And I know that there's somebody who's had to pay £200 vet bill because that's happened in here.
Because of that,
We know that the most accidents in the UK are for horse riders, and these woods have been horse riders' tracks forever. And now, in 4 years since Wildlife Trust come on and taken over management, there's now real hazards for the horse riders. So all these tracks have been built, courtesy of Roy Mosley.
Right. It's very messy, it just looks messy, doesn't it? I mean, it's alright if they start replanting it like again, but I know they're supposed to have started up here, haven't they, replanting it?
Yeah, Scott's pine up this piece here.
Yeah, I think they want to do pine all that, I think. At least it grows back a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're just doing it with oak and stuff like that, you're never going to see it in your lifetime, are you?
I'm very concerned. I only hope they know what they're doing, because I aren't so sure that they are. There's got to be, when you look at all this timber that's been taken out of here, it's not all pine. There's hardwoods, there's beeches and birches, and with wildlife that I know that's in here, it could devastate it. As we speak, they're working in there, taking more and more timber out. There's no wrong with that, if they're doing it with a bit of respect for wildlife that's in here. That's my doubt.
I wouldn't have thought they'd done a survey, because I'm in here regularly, nobody's ever approached me, and I know other lads, local lads that wander about in here walking the dogs, they've just moved in and decimated it. I only hope they know what they're doing. I'll not live long enough to see it change, I don't think.
We've actually had an email from the guy that's supposed to be in charge saying it's going to be replanted with all native species and things, but I just think it's horrendous. One of the reasons we came to live here was because all these woods were here. Yeah. And now they're being pulled out from under our feet. I just feel sorry for the people who've always lived here and have always had the trees. And now it just looks like the moon. When they first started doing it, they were apparently doing it using a horse. That's only happened the once, so that just seems to me just to be pure PR top dressing. It looks good, yeah, they're using traditional methods, using a big heavy horse, and after that, I mean, horse is probably in the stable somewhere.
They're good at patting themselves on the back, but, well, to me, they've gone a bit too far.
They've got a bit too far for me and all.
I'd like an explanation why they are cutting broadleaf down like they are. I know there's going to be some damage, but you know, there's a lot of things you can look at on your walk which appear to be, there's no reason for them cutting broadleaves now. All you're going to be left with, once they've picked this lot up, you're going to be left with a big mess for foreseeable future, aren't you? It's just going to get breaking through it. It's not going to be accessible for anybody unless you know, they want to break the necks. It's certainly dangerous for dogs and things like that going in there. I can't help but think it's all for commercial gain. It's alright if they admit that.
They're not cutting these down for nothing. All this has been sold on, which is ensures.
Why don't they say that what work we have done has, in our opinion, increased, you know, vegetation, or will do, yeah, but we've made X amount of money out of it, John. Yeah. But they don't do that, do they? So commercialism doesn't get a mention.
It doesn't get a mention. What they're saying is it's a need that we have to do it to allow future growth.
That's right. And the money side of it. Yeah. As I say, a lot of people put their own good money to task, haven't they, hoping that it's going to be used properly. As I say, maybe it is, but I don't like looking at it personally, to be honest. So, I mean, if they cut much more out of that,
you're not main road.
You will, on your walk that you come on here on, you will be looking to your right and seeing traffic on main road.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to see.
I don't want to see.
I want to come here.
Wants to see. I mean,
I come in here for enjoyment.
Absolutely.
And to me, it's a bit of escapism.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to be seen outside world.
No. When you look at what they've done, they've chopped what, 10 or 15 trees now, beautiful beech trees, which were surrounding this pond. No reason to cut them trees down at all.
I mean, they never sucked a drop of water out of that pond, did they, Paul?
Well, if they do, what's
problem? I mean, but level at pond never went down, did it? It's never changed, has it? So what an excuse to say that them beech trees were sucking water out of that pond.
In my opinion, a customer for that timber, that beech, which I would imagine is worth a lot more than conifer. They'll have had customers for that, and it's commercial gain again.
Yeah, exactly.
But they won't admit to that.
No.
So, in my opinion, they're telling lies. But
I mean, it was lovely to come here and look at them trees. They were magnificent, weren't they? And just to take them out and excuse that it's sucking water out of the
these
pond.
beech trees are at least 200 years old, probably more. And as I said, to cut them out, you know, if let's say they've done what they've done now, which we can see, but you'd have had a beautiful oasis round this pond, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Which would have been a break from that mess that you're seeing out there now. But they've gone, and they've gone for good, and that's it. And all you're left with is a mess. So they just take the timber, get the money, and then disappear. Don't they? That's what they've done. That's what I can see anyway.
That's it.
Whatever they say and whatever they do now, the damage is done, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they've been cut down, and that's it. They've gone. As I said, young lad there. When he's our age, it'll be interesting what he sees.
Yeah. When you get to our age, have a stand here and see what you can see down there. But that's what he said as soon as he come in Littling. He says it'll have moved all wildlife away. All wildlife will have gone, Grandad, it'll have scared it away. That's what he said.